What's so special about Hero Bread's soft, fluffy, and delicious breads, buns, and tortillas? Hero Bread serves up 0 to 1 grams of net carbs, 5 to 11 grams of protein, and high fiber in every delicious serving. Made with natural ingredients, Hero Bread supports gut health, promotes weight management, and helps maintain blood sugar. Hero also drops other limited edition ultra-low net carb goodies like rich flaky croissants and buttery brioche slider rolls. Head to hero.co to shop today.
Hey parents, welcome to Cozy Womb Podcast. I'm still here. I'm surviving, kinda. This is season 9, episode 16. Virtual school testing has to be one of the dumbest things I've experienced with my child, especially with the fact that she's in first grade. And her sitting in front of the laptop this many hours during the day, it's new, right? So with that being new, a child is still learning the buttons, learning how to maneuver through screens. You're going to give them a test on reading, and you're going to give them a test on math to go ahead and measure. Hey, if you're enjoying the show, thank you. I appreciate it. You can also find cool, cute Cozy Womb gear on the Cozy Womb shop. It's on Teespring, teespring.com/stores/cozy-womb-shop. And you'll find hoodies, t-shirts, what do you call those? Fanny packs, mugs, everything that I want to give all of my listeners and my supporters during the show is on there for you guys to purchase, okay? I appreciate every penny because every penny does go towards helping my family, especially during a pandemic where I physically can't be out of my house during the week because my children have virtual school. So if you want to support Cozy Womb Podcast, you can support through you getting a little something, and also I getting a little something on the backside. So thank you for supporting the show. Thank you for supporting Cozy Womb Podcast, and thank you for supporting teespring.com. Peace. Yes, so like I was saying, that was Anya's teacher that called. She's also having laptop issues with this laptop where the webcam on the laptop is pitch black. So she's the only one in her class that cannot see out the laptop. The laptop was given to her by the school. And today the sound went out on the laptop. So there's an additional back and forth that I'm having with her teacher, with tech, with her laptop while she's trying to learn on her laptop. But they did the reading testing on the computer with iReady, and they did the math testing. I have to sit next to Anya as she's doing this testing just in case there's any technical issues. But I cannot speak to Anya. I cannot help Anya. And I don't want to have to help Anya on the test. But at the same time, my child is in first grade, and the testing on here is like equations, algebra, math that these kids haven't gotten around to. Even when I spoke to her teacher after her results, she was saying, oh yeah, there was math on there that we haven't done yet. We just wanted to see where the kids were at. So my question is now, was the math testing and the reading testing a test to see where the children were at? Or was it a test for them to pass or get a higher grade on, or a higher score on if it's not a grade? And this is why I say testing children in different counties is redundant. And it's redundant because it's not a proper measurement of what children know in that county. Because a lot of kids are bad test takers. A lot of kids are not mature enough to have the mentality of this is important. A lot of kids just don't retain questions being asked on testing that well because they haven't taken a test like this before. It doesn't make sense to test young children that way about what they know because they learn completely differently. Children in kindergarten, first grade, second grade, third grade, they're all visual learners, okay? It's rare that they're going to be able to look at writing, take in writing, change it to numbers, change it to the words that they want to write, and be able to go ahead and communicate that in a way where grown-ups will understand, because they're still learning how to go ahead and format words and the rules behind the words. I just think the testing is not an adequate way to measure children's ability to do certain things academically because they're too young. Like, the testing is so stupid. And the reason I bring this up is because a lot of people, when they're looking for homes, especially families, and they have children, they look at the home, they look at the area, they want to check the school system. And when you check the school system in a certain area, those school scores are based upon the testing that was taken the previous years, and sometimes it's averaged out to kind of get a roundabout idea of where these children in this area are testing at. What is it? What is it? What is it?
Is this a sentence? I am sad.
But that doesn't have an adjective in it.
Sad is.
It's not describing a noun. An adjective describes a noun. Aria has a ribbon in her hair that has polka dots. The adjective would be polka dots because it's describing the ribbon. You need to write a sentence that describes the noun in the sentence. What is it, Ari?
You want to pour the toy box out?
No, you're not making a mess because you don't like to clean up. Do you need a nap? Then why are you acting like that? Because what? Girl, daddy cannot be the answer to all of your troubles. So when I say like the testing makes no sense, so when people look at schools, that those test scores are not an adequate measurement of what children in the area know. Those test scores show that these children in this area don't test good. It doesn't measure what they know. Children can know a lot more than what's being shown on the test. And the testing is always taken verbatim as what things are legitly because that's how schools go ahead and make their money. Higher test scores means more funding. If students in a certain area do not test well, then those schools get less funding. And those schools are looked at as not having the greatest type of education. And I feel like it's a stupid measurement of knowledge. I feel like sometimes if you want to measure a school just based on the test scores of the students, then let's focus the whole year on children testing correctly and not the whole year of children understanding and retaining information. Test scores just cannot be it. It has to be an overall measurement of what's going on in the classroom, how are kids retaining this information, how many kids learn this way, because not every child learns the same way. And I just think over the years and decades of having kids go in and out of school, public or private, they would have created a better way of measuring children academically. Like, I've never seen a question on a test, stop Ari, in elementary school, middle school, high school, or college that I actually cared about and retained that information. I can't tell you or remember a question on that test. Why? Because the test doesn't matter. As soon as the test is finished, all that information is trashed. The proper measurement would be on what that child is learning in a classroom or how we have it today, on the laptop and is retaining it without any adult help. Reading a child's writing, does it show that this child is retaining the information that you taught last week? I feel like that's a better measurement of where a child is academically than putting a test in front of them and telling them to circle A, B, or C. Children need to be taught how to find the answer before you're throwing a problem in their face. If I don't know how to solve the issue of you tripping over your shoes and nobody taught me how to tie shoes, I'm not going to be able to solve your problem, right? Right. We just, as adults, owe it to these children to set them up to succeed, and that starts with the proper measurement of them academically, and testing of a 1-year-old, not a 1-year-old, testing of a first grader and a second grader and a third grader is not it. It's just not. That was a pointless hour testing for math and reading for a first grader, because that's not how they learn. And those are my thoughts. And I am just a parent, but I've gone through elementary school, middle school, high school, and college, and children do not retain that information on tests. So it's not a proper measurement, and that's all I wanted to say. You guys have a great day, and thank you for listening to Cozy Womb Podcast. I have homework to help with because clearly Anya is struggling on adjectives, and Arya's over here playing on my picture frames. Get off of it. Bye. Hey guys, just a reminder, there is Mama's Cozy Closet that has some merch on there for moms out there. So if you're interested in getting a cute sweatshirt, like kids again, getting a cute sweatshirt, a fanny pack, or a mug, I got some goodies on there for you guys. All right, peace. Bye.
Bye.